Bienvenidos a la Flyways podcast. I am your host, Joey Basayo. And bienvenidos a la Flyways podcast times 2. Welcome.
Wow.
Welcome.
That was special.
Yes, it was special for you. Cal is no longer dying, correct?
I'm fine.
You're fine?
Yeah.
That's good. How was it chicken and white ricing out while we were in Iowa?
Still doing it.
No, but like on a hunting trip.
It was fine.
How frustrating
Honestly,
was
it wasn't frustrating at all.
You made some fire fish one night.
In the grand scheme of things, I actually realized a lot about that.
that? Oh, no.
I felt so much better.
Oh, you felt better.
I just mean like realizing how shitty we eat on the hunting trips when I wasn't eating that way made me realize how much I'm probably just like taking too many shits I don't need to take on hunting trips. I'm just like not feeling good on hunting trips in general.
Sure.
Because like, did my intestine hurt? Yeah. But did my like gut processing food hurt? No. So that was kind of cool.
Mine did. We had Tekka 2 nights.
Right. For sure.
It was fire, though.
Sounded fire. Looks fire.
Dude, it was so good. The first night I had a Sally's burrito. Unreal.
Mm-hmm.
Super good.
That's my favorite one.
Second time, I had burrito tacos. Burrito?
Not a big burrito taco guy.
Dude, let me tell you. That was some of the best burrito I've ever had.
Really?
It was pretty good.
Everything they make there is fire.
It's so good. And the service is great.
Yeah.
The second you sit down at that table, they have chips and salsa ready to go.
Right.
Firing.
And they have great daiquiris.
Clearly.
This guy thinks he's literally on a beach in Mexico.
Right.
Oh, I'll have a small
The amount of times I heard Carter talking about daiquiris.
Oh, yeah.
They were so good.
Yeah. I know. He already told me that he wants to go back just for the daiquiris.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
For sure.
Not good. So, guys, we're fresh off of a trip from Iowa. But before I get to that, let me tell you about our first sponsor of the podcast today. It's Turtle Box. And let me tell you, when you're setting up in frigid temperatures and you're setting up 25 dozen decoys,
Need a little bump.
you need a bump, dude. And I'm not talking about the drug kind of bump. I'm talking about the beat kind of bump.
That's right.
Now, was one of the songs that we played Eye to Eye from the Goofy movie? Yes.
Too much.
Was it fire? Yeah.
No, not enough.
Did it get the people going? Yeah.
Got the people confused.
Did we get a little bit of Sean Kingston playing? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did that get the people going?
Oh, yeah.
The
Specifically
Krabbies?
Carter, yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Krabbies going?
Yeah.
This dude's rocking out in the shower to Sean Kingston and Justin Bieber. Turtle boxing in the shower.
Yes, sir.
Can you imagine?
I can.
Bringing a turtle box in the shower just because you can?
Yeah,
And
I
guys,
can
Grande.
imagine Carter doing that.
and that could be you if you buy a turtle box. Now, do we have a discount code? No. Are we probably going to have one in the future? I don't know. But if you keep listening to the podcast and subscribing and downloading the episodes, you probably will.
We give a lot of them away.
We do give a lot of. We give a lot of stuff.
Give
away.
a lot of them away.
Give a lot of stuff away. So, guys, go check out turtlebox.com.
I'm pretty sure we give away more turtle boxes than anyone but Turtle Box.
Probably more than Turtle Box.
No. No, because everyone we give away is Turtle Box giving it away.
I don't know. I mean, there's an exchange for goods there, right?
PEMDAS. It's
PEMDAS.
Gets it distributed somewhere.
Carter, intro us, baby. He's quick with it, dude.
I was panicked.
He did look panicked in the studio. Yeah.
Guys, I don't know if you're watching on YouTube, which you should. Midwest Flyways podcast on YouTube. Subscribe. I am decked out in merch right now. Got a sick embroidered hoodie. Got a sick ass hat with multiple logos on the side. Rip
Nice.
it, dude. Rip it.
/shop.
Rip it.
was-
MidwestFlyways.com/shop.
Nice job.
/merch. And we have new
/ribbit.
shit- /ribbit. And we have so
That should be a thing.
ribbit. #ribbit.
Just goes to a page of just Joey morphed into a frog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it goes from goblin to frog.
We
Who
can
would've
make
thought?
that. We can make that hidden page.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Dude, I'm going to be a band toad. Just a toad covered in bands.
Ribbit.
You know, not this year. Not this year. I just lost out on a band in Iowa. That hurt. That hurt.
And we missed at least one more.
We did miss a band. Carter sent the photo tonight.
You shouldn't keep looking through photos like that, Carter.
Oh, I'm gonna. I still have the day of the snow. I haven't looked through that day yet.
Oh, I guarantee we missed 10.
For sure. Oh,
10.
10's a lot.
Mm-hmm. No, let's talk about Iowa a little bit, Cal.
Yeah, I mean, we had a really good time in Iowa. We got to do something that was definitely like it. It didn't like fulfill completely the bucket list trip for me, the bucket list hunt for me, but it was like a bucket list hunt, like hunting a little creek like that.
Yeah.
So we got to go down and hang out with our buddy Matt Flummerfelt. If you guys haven't checked him out, go do that.
Matt Flum series.
There you go.
Foul X.
Foul X.
Foul X. Yeah.
And
Prideland Outdoors.
he's got a little creek. He's got a little creek in his backyard. And there was, I don't know, not a ton of mallards, but there was some mallards in there. And so one of the days, the first day that I got there, before we went out and goose hunted, Joey and I and Carter and Dylan Preckle went in there. And it was just Joey and I shooting. So we were able to just get like way down in there. And there was some perfect little cutouts on the bank of this creek. And we could have set up top. And you know, yeah, it might have made some better video if we set up top. But I think
we would have been able to see them coming and then possibly been able to call in more.
I think the good thing about us being down in there is just like once they're down in there, like even if they see you, they're so far in there to have seen you that they can't get out.
Yeah, they're done. Oh, Carter's got it up on the screen. Check that out. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had silhouettes down in there too. The silhouettes in that like 8 inches to a foot deep creek with water just cruising through there. Yeah, I wouldn't call them cutouts. I'd call them cut-ins.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Where the thing just like cut inward and there's all these pencil reeds. Dude, they look like bamboo. I don't even think that those are pencil reeds. I'm like, Dylan, what are these? He's like, those are pencil reeds. I'm like, I know what a pencil reed looks like. This ain't no pencil reed. It looks like bamboo, right?
It did look like bamboo.
It has knuckles on it, like white knuckles going all the way up.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm dumb, which we have
proven.
We have proven that. We have proven that I'm not the smartest boy when it comes to certain things. Yeah.
So that was really fun. That was really fun. Cool. That was like,
well, tell them what happened.
Well, we sat out there for a while, and it wasn't. We didn't have a ton of, but we went out there like 10:30 a.m.
Yeah. And we had a hard 12 leave.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we didn't see like it. There wasn't a ton of birds that were coming in and out of there at that time. So we had, during the time frame, Joey and I had one good group come in, 4 ducks, 1 hen, 3 drakes, and we pulled up and we shot all 3 drakes.
Dusted them, dude.
We did.
Dusted them.
It was so sick.
There was just something about that first bird because you had the best cut in or cut out. Whatever. You had the best one where you could see all the way down the creek. And you didn't really
I could see them coming.
I couldn't.
You had a better shooting position. You had a better shooting position because your cut in was way bigger than mine. So I had to be like so far tucked in, like backed up against my thing, you know?
Right.
That like when I wanted to shoot, I actually had to like get out, stand up, and then shoot. Like you were in a spot where like
I had to move 3 feet over to even see the birds coming.
Well, yeah, you couldn't see the birds coming. You had to just trust that I was telling you they were coming,
like,
pretty much.
Oh, shit.
I was like, hey, they're coming. They're right here. They're coming over you right now. Just hang tight. You just had to like kind of know that was pretty much all you had. Yeah. You couldn't see anything.
Right.
Because the thing was too, behind you, it was so tall and they wanted to come in from your side. And so like there was no way you were going to see them.
No.
But very smart thinking on your behalf to put us on opposite sides. Because if I had been on the other side,
if you would have been behind me or in front of me, that'd
have been really hard to figure out when they were going to be there.
If you weren't wearing your sound gear, you'd been in trouble if I was shooting over your head.
Right.
That'd have been bad.
For sure.
No, we'll just be on the same side. I'm like,
I know. That in my head, I was like, no, there's 2 perfect cut-ins on the same side. And Joey's like, no. We have to put one of us on each side. So that made me a little nervous, but like once I thought more about how we were actually going to be shooting them once they got in there, it made way more sense.
Yeah. Well, it's like, let's eliminate any possibility of someone getting shot.
Which instinctively in my head, when you first said that, I was like, no, dude, this is worse. Because what if they come in right over your head? Like, I'm not going to be able to shoot at all. But they did it so perfectly. They came in from like 30, 40 yards in front of both of us coming down the creek. So it worked out perfectly.
For everyone watching, they went like this. came like this. Well, I don't know how they approached, right? But I saw them do this, come from the right of me, and then just drop straight down.
They came all the way down the creek, and then at the probably
then they went out
250 yards out. They went way out, and then they came back in, kind of over the top of you almost.
When I poked my head out and I finally saw him, and I'm like, kill him? I'm like,
Right.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That first shot that I had, dude, instant pillowcase.
Yeah. They were well, and they were so committed. Like, they were so committed. They got so far down in there, dude. Like, they were literally like 10 feet off the water when we started shooting. But when they were coming in, I'm like, I'm going to probably have to wait until Joey can see these birds, because otherwise, if I just like stand up, he's going to be like, oh, where are they? Oh, so it was just like, we had to really wait till they were far in there. But
that's best case scenario.
It was perfect, dude. That one group was perfect. That really made me a very happy boy.
Yeah, no, you were a happy boy.
Yeah.
We were both hooting and hollering on that one.
That was epic.
They were hooting and hollering.
And then we proceeded to go out and goose hunt, and the birds switched their feed the day we were hunting them, and we got our tails kicked a little bit that day.
Yeah, I mean, the tough part with the whole filming thing is, we could have shot 18 geese that day.
Yeah.
Right? We could have shot 18 geese that day because it's 3 a person and we had 6 people and 2 film guys. We could have shot 18, but there were so many shots where they're flying over you and across like all the blinds. And obviously you want them to be landing in the decoys when you shoot them, especially for film, but also we're out of the bloodlust era. It's not like we got to kill every bird that gets within 40 yards. And when people don't shoot, when people haven't been shooting birds as long as like we have, right, 10 plus years, you kind of have to like remind people like, hey, we're filming. I'm not going to belly rake them at 20 yards if there's a possibility of them coming into the decoys.
Yeah.
And so like we could have easily have shot our 18 if we were taking wild shots like that.
You
but
think
I think
so?
Oh yeah.
That day?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the way they were coming across like the entire blind at 30 yards.
Sure.
For sure. But it's like you would have crippled a lot of them and the footage would have been terrible. But at the same time, I'm not out there to just kill. It's like, no, we're making a video. Let's get him in tight, And so like, I think we only ended up with like 6 or 8.
The first day?
Yeah, the first goose hunt.
Shoot? I don't even remember. I didn't think we shot them.
Canner?
We shot 6.
Yeah,
Okay.
we shot 6. And so, but the 6 did it right.
Yeah.
They did it hard.
Yeah, they landed. We landed some too that we were like waiting on some bigger groups.
Right.
That like that group just didn't end up doing it. So by the time we were ready to actually shoot, those birds had left. We could have shot more birds that day for sure.
Well, for sure.
But
for sure. But it's like, is that how we want to shoot them? No.
Right.
No. Maybe if I'm hunting by myself and I knew that we weren't going to educate the 80 behind it.
And you're freezing your ass off and you just want to go home as fast as possible.
I'll take that shot.
Sure.
If I'm not going to educate 80 more.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to do that.
For sure.
And then
especially because we didn't know we were going to hunt the next day. Because they had been in there so hard. And so we were just like, we don't know if it's just a weird day. Whatever. Like, we don't know. We didn't know if we were going to end up hunting close to there the next day. So you don't want to be like making birds think they shouldn't come back,
Right. Yeah, just go a complete opposite direction.
Right.
Yep. And then the next day we were projected to get a shitload of snow.
Yep.
But
and did we ever?
And it wasn't supposed to get there until 6 p.m.
Yep.
And then we wake up the next morning and saw
that it was coming sooner.
It's coming at 3 p.m.
Yep.
Like, oh shit.
Yep. And then that timeline moved up even more.
Yep. Well, we moved up to like 2.
Yeah, 2:15 it started snowing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you guys went back out to the creek, right? That next morning to see where you could shoot. I got my gun out there, and I got my shit out there. Speaking of shit, I couldn't stop shitting. I thought I honestly, guys, I might have some sort of GI tract problem.
Do you think it's your diet on that trip, or
could it have been the 12 beers?
It could have been the 12 beers.
Could it have been Tekka 2 times and then like sports bar and then like gas station pizza every day?
It's possible.
Okay.
It's possible.
That seems like it could have
A
contributed.
lot of factors.
There's a lot of variables.
For sure.
A lot of variables to that one. But I couldn't stop pooping that morning. And
All I know is the day that you ate the 2 eggs and the toast, you were fine until that night.
Because that's normal for me.
For sure.
You know, eggs and toast. Normal. I'm white. You know, that's good for me. I am not Mexican.
Yeah.
I cannot eat hot sauce. Now, my mouth loves hot sauce.
Right.
My butthole apparently does not love hot sauce.
Yeah. Now, for me, the Mexican food doesn't really get me that bad. But the gas station pizza,
Hard.
that's bad.
Grease ball.
That's really bad.
Lubed up.
That's bad news, bro.
Just shooting.
You start eating Casey's pizza every day.
Oh, yeah. Night.
Just take me to the porta potty.
Yeah.
It's
Hey, guys, just log me in for half a day. Just log me in for half the day.
bad.
And don't forget the copious amounts of nicotine that come with
Dude,
it.
you ate pizza 3 days in a row.
No. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No. Nope. Write this down, okay? I had it on the day that you guys grabbed it, that you left, right?
Sunday.
Yep.
Sunday. And then I had it Saturday. Other than that, I did not have it the day prior.
Yeah, you did. You got it Friday when we hunted with Robertson when we stopped at that gas station.
Yeah, you did.
You got 2 pieces.
Remember I took you to the gas station?
Yep. Because we had to drive separately away from them and get the pin.
Remember?
Because you wanted to stop and get food.
Which is
True.
fine.
True.
But you did eat gas station
True.
pizza 3 days in a row.
True. Now, if you count Thursday on the way down there, that'd be 4 days.
Yep.
I thought I had a day gap in there.
That's
I
a
did
lot of
not.
gas station pizza.
I did not have a day gap. No, I did not. And what's pretty incredible is I used to eat it quite frequently, so I think my bowels were used to it, and now I don't.
You're getting older, though.
I'm getting older.
And your wife makes good food for you every day.
Oh, she makes such good food, dude.
So your body's not used to it anymore.
I'm telling you, Cal. She's at her dad's house right now. He makes some killer gourmet sabzi.
Sounds awesome.
And you have to eat the gourmet sabzi. It's so much cilantro and parsley
In a few weeks, I'll try that.
and rice and red meat. I think it's either lamb or
Kind of out on the red meat now.
I know. I mean, you might as well have just gotten bit by the Lone Star tick at this point.
Basically.
Same thing.
Down on the red meat, down on the alcohol. Got to lose some weight.
Right. And you were getting there.
Yeah. Accidentally.
Big time. Big time.
Turns out if you just eat white toast and eggs every day all day, you will lose weight very quickly.
Good.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, guys. I just want to let you know also, before we get into the rest of our Iowa trip, this podcast is also brought to you by Ducks Unlimited. And now, been saying this for a while, right? If you spend $35 a year and that $35 got you one more brood of ducks, would you do it? The answer is probably yes.
I'll do it.
If it's not,
I do it.
Unsubscribe from the podcast, the YouTube channel, the Instagram, all of it. Because you're not a real duck hunter, right? You don't want more ducks for people and for wildlife in general. So let me tell you what your $35 can do. If you donate $35 to Ducks Unlimited and get yourself a Ducks Unlimited membership, and you get a magazine for the year, and you probably get like a quarter zip. I think the first
Some
year
cool gift.
the first year I joined, I got a quarter zip that I still have. Doesn't fit, right? My
Ooh.
wife wears it.
Okay.
Right?
Ask for a small then, huh?
That was 30. That was $35. Back then, I probably
That was your
a
baby
small.
gap phase?
Yeah, back then
Yeah.
it fit you for sure.
That was
Oh,
your,
yeah.
that was your
Not
baby
now.
gap phase.
Oh,
That was
the
your
100
Simon Cowell phase.
That was
Just too small of a shirt.
Simon Cowell. No, that was my 155-pound phase.
Ooh.
You know, back when I was in high school.
Damn.
So, seriously though,
Is that what
guys,
you weighed in high school?
less.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I weighed
No way.
less. Yeah. No, but right out of high school, I started gaining some weight. I think that's actually when I officially went through puberty. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that on the sponsored
That
ad for
is
Ducks
when you
Unlimited.
went through puberty, by the
So
way.
seriously, go to ducks.org and become a member of Ducks Unlimited. Seriously, it does so much good for the Mississippi, Pacific, Central Atlantic Flyway in so many different ways that you can't even comprehend. If you want to learn how to comprehend it, reach out to someone in a local chapter and see what they're doing in your area.
Yeah, and that's a bonus. When you become a member, you can go to the chapter meetings. I've met so many people that met all of their hunting buddies at Ducks Unlimited meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you like don't have a lot of hunting buddies in an area, or your buddies are getting a little soft, starting to deer hunt a lot. You know, go meet some guys that still want to duck hunt. Join Ducks Unlimited.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So after day one of getting our asses not kicked, I don't want to say kicked.
Well,
I shouldn't say that because
after
we've
the poop.
actually gotten our asses kicked.
After the poop,
Yes.
right? After I couldn't stop pooping and I just decided to work for 20 minutes and then go back to Pokemon.
And Matt Robertson came down and hunted with us.
Mm-hmm.
So
that
Matt,
was nice.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And it was good to have him. We needed you guys calling for sure. So that was great.
Well, it didn't help, but.
Well, I think it's probably the reason we killed those 6 geese, if we're being honest. But yeah, Matt and I were the ones that walked in with Carter and Dylan on, what day was that? Saturday morning? Yeah, Saturday morning. Matt had to leave right away, but he had like an hour of hunting in him. So we went out there. We didn't see anything. We literally saw 2 ducks fly. And obviously with weather coming in, birds are going to do what birds are going to do. They're not going to play so nice sometimes. Sometimes they play so nice.
Sometimes it may be good. Sometimes it may be shit.
Bingo.
Yes.
So morning, maybe shit. Literally.
But then the geese flew early as shit, dude.
But the geese literally flew in the morning and the afternoon and the middle of the day. They were bouncing all over the place. They were feeding the whole day.
I think if I can remember right, they started feeding at 10 a.m.
No, because when Matt was talking to me, he said that his buddies were seeing him in the fields at like 8:30 or 9 a.m. that day.
God.
And then when we went out to set up, it was 11:30 a.m. and they were feeding at 11:30 a.m. still.
Hard.
We kicked them out of that field.
Yep.
And then they went right to another field and started feeding again. Kicked them out of that field. They went right to a field and started feeding again. Mm-hmm. So they literally just fed the entire day. And me and Carter just did a 10-minute Tuesday on hunting the weather. I don't know if you saw that. But when the snow starts, if it starts at a reasonable time, me likey, it's about to get naughty if the birds feel like they have to eat. And boy, did it ever on Saturday.
God, that felt way too sexual for me.
Sorry.
It made me
Listen,
a little
man,
tingly,
if you're allowed to talk about shit that much, I can make a couple sexual innuendos.
No, it made me feel a little too tingly.
Okay. It was sexual, by the way. It made me feel sexual on Saturday.
Right.
Because they were very naughty.
I even tried to give you guys an opportunity, man.
To shoot a band without you?
I left the blind. I left the blind.
I told everybody when you left. I said, all right, this is our chance. Mm-hmm. This is our chance. If we're going to shoot a band, it's going to happen right now.
Right.
Didn't happen. And while you were gone, we landed birds too.
Mm-hmm.
And when we landed, we didn't shoot just everything. Like we let stuff work. We had bands. We had birds sitting in the field. Sitting? No, Carter was checking everything for us.
Nice. He's very good at it.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh yeah. He's a trained band snatcher.
There's a band.
For sure.
That one's banded too.
Yep.
They're
no,
both
so
banded.
we landed a bunch of birds. Carter was spotting all of them. Carter had the long lens out. He was checking every bird. And we would wait. Carter would be like, there's no bands in this group. Eventually, we got to a point where like we only had 2 birds to shoot when you guys left. Mm-hmm. And so we were like, all right, like we need to shoot a couple birds here. And then they were just being so naughty though. The only thing I wished so bad, Joe,
what's that?
We had to set up a spinner.
Yeah.
Oh, we screwed that up so bad.
I know.
We screwed that up so bad because that was our chance that day. That was the chance to shoot those mallards because they weren't feeding like the geese were. They weren't doing what the geese were. A lot more birds, like a lot more mallards sat on the water. Because you remember Matt was saying too when he came out and he had gotten that call from his buddy. And he's like, oh, they're just piling into that creek right now.
Right. He said there was like 400 or 500 in there.
And I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't feeding. They were getting hunkered down.
Yeah.
Those birds were fine. The mallards were in a different situation.
The reason why they're getting hunkered down, dude, is because there were 9 inches of snow coming.
Good Lord. It snowed so hard.
Yeah, it did.
Snowed so hard. And the birds really just turned on hard, though. Like, as soon as, obviously, but as soon as the snow turned on, those birds got so dumb.
They got really dumb.
They were so ready to play.
Mm-hmm.
And they did it so perfectly. So many times.
It felt really good.
Yeah.
Felt really good.
We needed that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you think?
So we shot our 5-man in the snow over the Daves. I think we had like 8 dozen Maximas out.
No, that day we set a smaller spread. We had 4 dozen Maximas out.
Mm-hmm.
4 dozen
We
Maximas.
had 3 dozen Aces out.
3 dozen Giants.
Yep.
And then
Like 10 dozen Sleepers.
10 dozen Sleepers.
Yep.
Yeah. No, the spread looked unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Looks very good.
There's something about Dave Smith and the Snowman where it's just like, ooh.
Yep.
Ooh. Where it's like, even if I don't know, they look good, dude.
They look really good.
The tough part is with the Daves, if the geese aren't moving as you're like looking for bands and they're sitting in your spread, really hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Really hard to tell. Like if you don't see a head bob, one of those.
Yeah.
It's like shit. And so I'm really glad they don't band any of their full bodies, you know? But yeah, no.
Because you would chew one.
Oh,
For sure.
oh
For
God.
sure.
You'd for sure chew one.
At least.
Yeah.
At least one. Yeah, but no, that was incredible. The pickup sucked. What was really interesting is like trying to get in and out of these chopped fields. Oh my God.
We forgot about that.
We didn't even talk about that on the first day. We ripped down there Thursday morning, get there at like, I don't know, 2. And we decided to run out to this field. Matt's working. He's like, just go out to this field, set up your deeks. You can totally drive into the cornfield. I'm like, cool. We drive through this bean field to get to the cornfield. The second the trailer is fully into the disked cornfield, get stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean immediately. This thing was so disked up, Cal. We were picking up this size. Like, you remember the snapping turtles on the lake that we grew up?
Yeah.
That big of chunks
Yeah.
of dirt. And I'm like,
Not dirt, ice.
ice dirt. Ice dirt. And I'm like, oh my God.
Speaking of ripped fields.
Yeah.
Boy golly, are people tearing us up on social media right now for the...
They're so mad.
Oh, yeah. Big mad, bro. Did you see the clip we put out this week?
Mm-mm.
This where it's like a podcast from Game Fair where you're talking about how immediately after they plow a field, they harvest a field in Minnesota, they have to just till it.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yes, I did see that.
Crazy.
Well, it's their field.
Listen, dude,
It's their field.
we're not saying they shouldn't do that. They should for sure do that. Do whatever is best for you for farming.
I think
we're just saying.
I think it's better if they rip it versus you kill a bird or not in it. It's
Right.
All right, buddy.
Right. We're not ripping on the farmers. The farmers are our boys. We're just saying, damn, son, hard to drive in some of these fields.
Yeah, you should have seen us. I was just rewatching the video that Carter was editing right now from our last trip in an undisclosed location.
Yeah.
And just remembering how much I was bouncing up and down in the truck the first time driving in there. I'm like, good God almighty.
Mm-hmm.
This is terrible. Dude, we were bouncing.
Oh, yeah.
Like he had his camera lens on the dash or something, and he's just like constantly just holding it up there.
Yeah.
Bad. I lost the jack stand. Did I
Oh,
tell you
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yeah. Just ripped out. I had to get a new pin for it.
Yep. Yeah. Nuts.
And I'm walking back to get the truck, and I see it laying in the field. I was like, what's that metal piece? I'm like, oh my God, that's incredibly important.
I'm so glad you found that.
That's the jack
That would
stand.
have sucked.
That's why you always walk back through your truck tracks.
Yeah. Also, it's easier.
It's
walking.
easier. It is
For
easier.
sure.
I don't know. I kind of like being a mountain goat, jumping from clump to clump,
Hate it.
you know, and standing
Makes me
on
cramp.
the corner. But anyway, got the truck stuck real bad. Still set up our goose decoy spread, and Matt's like, I'll send someone out there to help pull you out. And there was just no way of getting me out in a clean fashion, so I had to disconnect from the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
so I wouldn't jackknife the shit out of the trailer, right? Carter, weigh in on this. The fact that we did not damage my truck or the trailer getting it out of that field is a miracle.
Very impressive.
Really?
It's a miracle.
I didn't hear this till now.
Very impressive.
Dude, when I talk about these dirt clumps, bro, like we were being super careful, right? He could have just ripped, right? And I'm like, don't do that. Like go really slow. And as he's like pulling the front of my truck, it's yanking on plastic on the front, like where the toe strap is connected to. It's got those two little circle deals.
Yeah.
I was like, he's like, let's try pulling from the front so it doesn't jackknife your trailer, because he's pulling from my back bumper and the trailer's instantly going sideways. I'm like, nah, you know?
Yeah.
So we try from the front and it's still jackknifing because it's getting caught on something underneath the axle. I'm like, dude, if we bend the axle, I'm going to be so pissed, you know?
Oh, that'd be so bad.
It'd be so bad and so much money. I mean, minimum
$5K?
No, Cal.
For a bent axle?
No, you just buy a new axle and you reconnect the tires to it. It's $500 to $750. Easy. Because we did it. I've done it before.
Oh.
Not on our trailers.
I thought you were talking about the truck.
No. The truck would be ridiculous. No, on the trailer because it's so low to the ground.
I'm like, there's no way you're replacing your truck axle for $500, dude.
On the trailer. And whatever. So we had to disconnect my truck, and then we tried pulling the trailer so that I could even hook back up to it and pull it out of the field. But we jacked the stand all the way down so it wouldn't bend the stand, and slowly dragged it because the ground wasn't frozen. It wasn't super frozen or not. So you like bend it down, or you drop it down and then you drag it so that you can pull back out of the field, right? So you can like take a straight shot out of the field. So backing up to it even was just like, you know, up and down, nightmare. And finally get reconnected to it. And then he had to pull me back out.
With the trailer attached.
With the trailer attached. Right. It was just like so dumb. But here's the coolest part. Still killed a goose. With
so
the truck,
dumb. With
the truck and trailer connected.
How'd that happen?
20 yards from the spread. As we're waiting for the guy to come and grab us, I was like, we might as well set up decoys. You know, we got an hour left. Birds are rolling like crazy. They're flying over the trailer at 20 yards.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're going to kill a goose. We are absolutely going to kill a goose on film here today. So we still killed one goose. I missed another one, but he was pretty far when I shot at him. And yeah. But
that's sick, dude.
But third day, Cal, the day that you weren't there for, we thought the 9 inches of snow was going to make those birds feed like crazy. And it was cold as balls the next day.
Well, let me say this, though, too. So we were supposed to have overcast in the morning for the first few hours.
Mm-hmm.
It was progressively getting colder throughout the day. So we were supposed to start the day at 22 degrees, and by 3 p.m. in the afternoon, it's supposed to be 9 degrees. So off of a hard snow that ended at like 10 p.m.
Yep.
Overcast morning, warmer than the afternoon, fresh off a big snowstorm, and they had to stop feeding. The birds stopped feeding early.
At like 4 at least, or at
I
the
was going to say
latest.
like 3:30. We saw some flying from like 3:30 to 4, but they weren't like feeding really.
No. Yeah.
They were just like kind of bouncing around. And so I'm like, okay. They had to cut their afternoon feed short. It's supposed to be overcast and warm in the morning. It's supposed to be clear and sunny and cold in the afternoon. And this storm ended at 10 p.m. Like, if everything tells me these birds are going to want to feed in the morning. Get up and feed and then be done for the day and go hunker down in the cold weather.
Right.
Wrong. Very wrong.
They did not fly until about an hour before sunset.
Yeah.
But we got him. Let me tell you, the right side of the spread could not hit the broad side of a barn, dude. We'd have like 1 or 2 birds land on our side, and they all favored the right. We had flocks of 30 landing in our decoys. Now, were they a little far? Yes, they landed on the downside of the slope. So then we pulled all of our decoys up, allowed them to come in, and they still couldn't hit them.
So they came in further when you pulled them up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they came in further. And then birds really started working. But let me tell you, man, it was not 9 degrees. That shit was way colder than 9 degrees, bro.
It was cold as hell in the morning when it was 22.
Dude, let me tell you, it was probably -7.
Feel like.
If I had to guess. It was -7. When I would take my call out after just calling it geese, it would freeze in a matter of 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Where I have to go
right
with hot air
yeah.
for like 15 seconds. Like, that's how cold it was. And my hands immediately went into the G-Tech after calling. It was bad. Like, the second your hands get on the gun, you're like, boom, boom, boom. Right back into the kangaroo pouch because it was bad. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
But we ended up with 13 in a band.
Yeah. Who got the band?
Matt
sure.
Plum got the band. The thing is it was kind of like that day in the snow where everyone's like, are we gonna kill these birds? Are we gonna kill these birds? Like, dude, there's another 20 behind them and they're landing. You know, like, let's let them land and let's check them for bands. You know, we can only shoot 3 geese a person. Like, we're in no rush here. Yeah, we have 45 minutes to shoot birds, and there's birds constantly in the air right now. You know?
It's a hard game, though. It's hard to know. It's hard to know the game because sometimes they'll just turn off, you know? And so, like, you don't want to... It is sketchy, like, sometimes, especially when you've been sitting or when it's, like, really cold out. People get really antsy, and they don't really want to be out there anymore because it's cold as shit. And then you're like, oh gosh, when's the faucet going to shut off? Like, you don't want to, you don't want to assume.
I'm greedy.
Right. You don't want to assume just because they're flying like that, that all of a sudden it's going to be perfect. Because, we've done that before and then the faucet shuts off and then you spent a lot of time watching a lot of birds land in your spread, which is fine. It's just like if you're trying to make a video, it's also tough because you want to shoot birds on film. That's what's going to make a good video. Part of it at least. You want to have good footage of birds being shot at and killed. And so you want to try to pick your battles a little bit. And when that's one of those days where I would have been like, had a hard time being like, let's let them land. I mean, they wait till like the last hour of shooting and now you're just like landing birds and like, you don't know when that's going to shut off.
Steady stream, bro. Steady.
Were they coming out in small groups?
They're coming out in groups of like 30 to 50 and they were landing. Hard, but they were landing all over. That's the problem. So I'm checking the birds that are landing over our back left. We shouldn't have had any decoys over our back because a lot of the birds, I'd say out of like the 200 birds that landed in our spread that last day, I bet you about 120 landed back left of me. And then someone calls a shot and I'm like, shit, dude, I'm checking these birds behind me as they're landing. I'm not even ready. And you have to be careful with like the whole party hunting thing.
Oh, yeah.
And the whole, you only have 3 geese you can shoot a day down in Iowa. So it's like, I want to make those 3 geese count. There's a lot of geese. So it's like, I might as well make it count, right? It's either got to be right in front of the camera or I want to see something shiny, especially when I know how many have been coming to that field. That might sound shitty.
Yeah.
But it's like,
did you guys take the decoys behind you out of the way? Did you move them?
Didn't have time.
I was telling those guys when you went to the gas station the first time, they were like, what do you think needs to change with the spread? And I was just like, the only thing that I would be worried about is they're going to want to land behind us because we have such a nice open spot right behind us.
Right.
So I was like, if they start doing that, we'll just have to pull the decoys from behind us.
I thought you wanted all the decoys behind us though, when we were setting up the spread.
Well, I thought we should have decoys behind us, but that was the only caveat to that. It's like, well, we had such a nice spot for them. You know what I mean? Because we had put decoys up and around, and that's when I was like walking back out to the spread. I'm like, oh, if I was a goose, I'd land right on top of us.
That's the part, especially with that much fresh powder, right? I remember watching that video of Scott out at Angel Wing. Love that video. Gets me amped.
One of my favorite videos ever.
It's pure videos. Just pure.
Purest pure.
Just giants, big boys. Landing. He's like, we just want all this fresh powder for them to land in. And then I always remember that, the fresh powder. And then here we are setting up decoys all in front of us and whatever. And the amount of times that birds will want to land where the mass is, because that's where they feel most comfortable. But then there's that 50% of the time where they want to land where there's no birds, where it's just fresh,
Clean white.
And if you remember how we set up that spread, everything in front of us was not fresh.
Correct.
There's footprints and whatever. And it's like the second day we went out in the snowstorm, and we're looking at those birds that were feeding in that field, and we're like, there's no snow on that spot. They were feeding in it hard. They're laying down in it and melting the snow so that they can find the food. Right?
For sure.
So you run into that thing. When do you leave it pure white to give them that perfect landing zone? And then when do you disturb the ground and make it look like a bunch of birds have been feeding there and whatever?
Yeah.
When do you do that? And on that day, they were landing the fresh powder. And it's like, fuck.
Yeah,
We're
tough.
screwed.
I want to go into this more, but really quick, we have an ad. One of our sponsors, Migra Ammunitions, which we used a lot of this past weekend, still crushes.
Well, it's all we use.
I shot a 20 gauge.
You did.
Yeah, the whole weekend.
Yeah.
2.4 Migra 2.4 steel. If you guys haven't tried the 2.4 steel, it honestly makes a difference. Like having the stacked load, it hits these birds harder, gives you a better chance of a kill shot because you have different size pellets. I love the pattern that Migra makes too. When you shoot it, when you pattern it, it depends. Everybody's got to go pattern their gun and see what it looks like for them. But for me, and have you patterned your gun with it? I'm assuming.
No, I have not patterned the Sorix.
It's such a nice pattern.
I don't know, but like when I've shot the 2.4 on the water, when I had the Rob Roberts.
Oh yeah, that's the same thing. You can see it.
Yeah, when I had the Rob Roberts T2 in the 20 gauge element, it was a soft
nasty
ball. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
So if you're on them, and they're dying.
Yeah.
Big time.
So go check out migraammo.com. But so what do you think, like looking at that then, what would you have done differently with that spread then? You would have left it more powdery open in front of us?
Yeah. I mean, the problem is we had 5 shooters, 2 camera guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you were there, it would have been 6 shooters.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have been 8 versus 7. When I looked at our spread, when we set up, there was a bunch of footprints around our blinds. So there was no fresh powder in front of the blinds. So our hide could have been a problem. You could see the boot bags and whatever, but like you don't know like the color spectrum on what they can see because I don't know, there's so many variables, right? But
such a fun time of year to rip all this shit off your blind and put whites on it.
I love hunting snow covers, dude. The problem is people sticking their faces out. You have all this pure white, then all of a sudden you have this pink looking white dude. Because his
thing,
face
though,
is windburned.
I really wish they would put mesh on all of that stuff too, though.
On the whites?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would help a lot, I think.
Yeah, I think that would help a lot. It's like you didn't have a white hat.
I did, though. I found it the second day.
Yeah, you found it. But even then, that hat is not off. It's like an off-white. It's like
same
a beige.
Color you had on, yeah.
It's like a
tan.
beige. It's a super light tan.
You can get whites on MidwestFlyways.com/shop.
Nice job,
fresh
Carter.
whites every year. You need them. We got them coming.
Let's go.
We got them coming. We're also coming out with our own layout blinds that are pure white. Fits one size fits all.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what kind of layout blind
Be
you have.
sick.
Write that down. Not true.
They are insulated, but not the doors though.
You can actually stick a heater in it, so you can stay out there all day.
Bingo.
No, it's tough with the whole powder versus no powder. I would love it if everybody had a trail behind their blind versus in front of their blind because it was just packed in front like 8 feet. And it's like you could say that those weren't your birds or whatever, but it's like I would love to have an untouched surface for those birds. That's how I would have done it.
Yeah.
But it's like, how are you going to coordinate 8 guys when it's cold as balls?
It was hard enough just to coordinate that day.
It was already difficult. It's like, this is not my spot. This is my friend's spot. I don't know any of these guys. And me'd be out there like barking orders, be like, no. You got to walk in these areas and whatever. It's like, nah, I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, you seemed a little frustrated when you came back to the trailer and you're like, can you just help me set some decoys for a while? And I was like, oh, I wonder how it's going out there. Because I hadn't peeked my head out there for a while.
Right.
And there was definitely a lot of tracks.
Right.
A lot of tracks, which it turned out fine, obviously. But
yeah, we still shot. We could have easily have shot our limit. You know, we sailed 2 geese to bring us to 13, and the band, we had like a flock of, I don't know, like 70 landing in the decoys all over the place, literally all over. And
so they were really spread out.
Oh yeah, very spread out. And Matt goes, "That one in front is banded." I was like, "Really?" And he goes, "Yep." I was like, "Which one?" He's like, "That one." I was like, "The one that's 9 feet from you?" He goes, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, are you shooting?" He goes, "Duh."
Yeah.
Of course.
I was like,
Makes sense, obviously.
For sure. That's why I was like, fuck, Cal. If you would have been there, boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Had to be a good husband.
You had to be a good husband, you know? But one of these days, you got to be a good goose hunter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, hon, don't know when I'm getting home.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah, I think by the
got this, babe.
by the time I'm gonna be like a good goose hunter, I'm just gonna be a good duck hunter only.
We're gonna get you there. We're gonna get you there, buddy. We're gonna get you there. If you could literally just master the hiccup, like just get disgusting on the hiccup, like that's your thing.
Sure.
And then I just go, and you're doing the hiccup. Good night. Good night.
Yeah.
Be disgusting.
Geese are fun. They're just not as fun as ducks.
No. Ducks are king, for sure. But there is something about the vernacular of a goose call, dude, that just gets me fired.
I love goose hunting. I do totally envision myself as like a 60-year-old man that's retired though, like just only hunting ducks forever. I'll just hunt ducks the whole season. That's it.
I think we're living in the wrong state.
Oh, I'm gonna move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move and just hunt ducks for 60 days in a row.
100%.
Yep.
100%.
But yeah.
Hey, what are you doing today? You know.
Yeah, I was talking to Preckle about it while we were down in there, and he's like, would you rather shoot ducks or geese or whatever? I'm like, oh, dude. If we could shoot ducks every day of season, I could never shoot a goose again and be fine. Mm-hmm. But if you want to scratch the itch in Minnesota, you have to be a goose hunter.
Yeah.
Because you're only going to get 2 weeks of good duck hunting, maybe, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If you're lucky. Yeah, 2 weeks. 14 days out of 60? Yeah, dude. You're lucky.
You get like the first couple days of season, then you get like a good, like maybe 7-day run if you're lucky.
Dude, cut out the rest of them and let me hunt them through the end of January.
No doubt.
Let me start November and end at the end of January.
No doubt.
Oh, God. I will have some great hunts.
For sure.
Oh, God.
All right. Should we play Say What?
Let's play Say What.
Before we play Say What this week, brought to you by Sound Gear. If you guys aren't protecting your hearing, use our code Flyways on Sound Gear stuff. You can get it off 25% off your Shield product, which is like the Instant Fits. If you guys haven't checked those out, it's like the new Instant Fit. They're better for sure. And then you can also use it on Phantoms. So 25% off your Phantoms, you guys.
It's a lot of percentage.
That's a big percentage off.
You want to talk about some percent? That's a lot. That's a quarter. That's a quarter of the entire
nice
pie.
That.
That's a quarter of the entire pie, guys. Now think about it. Every time you don't use hearing protection while you're shooting, you're taking a quarter out of your hearing. Right. Think about that. Write that down. You're going to turn into my dad, Rob. Unacceptable. Mm-hmm. Huh? What?
You'd rather just have selective hearing like Joey.
And guess what? Hearing loss is the number one thing leading to Alzheimer's.
Crazy.
Is it Alzheimer's or dementia?
I don't know, but both of them are really bad.
Whatever memory loss, not good.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Don't
good.
do it. And farting.
I'm easily halfway there. How many years I've done construction and hunting without hearing protection?
No.
Unacceptable.
So we have a special Say What this week.
Uh-oh.
It was Cal's category.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And Cal, what did we go with?
Sports. I almost feel like we shouldn't even do this because I don't know how many of them you'll even know.
Not a lot.
You know what's going to be bad? It's going to, because I didn't have any hand
It's true or false?
in making these.
Yeah.
So like there are probably some sports that like I don't know either.
It would be.
That's the only thing I'll tell you.
Doubtful.
I would be very surprised if you get any wrong.
Really?
I went very basic.
Wow.
I had to give Joey a fighting chance.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Or else it would have been Dunzo.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's good. Joey's going to need that, I think.
Yeah.
Hit me with it.
All right,
First
dude.
one here. The shortest NBA player ever was 5'3".
Give me a second. I should probably have to answer these first. Huh?
Yes, you
Yeah.
should.
Yep. The shortest NBA player ever was 5'3".
Correct. That is
False.
the question.
True.
It is true.
I figured he would have been shorter.
Cal, do you know who it is?
Can I take a guess? I think it was Muggsy Bogues.
You are correct.
Okay.
Damn.
Short guy.
Really short.
Uh,
Really short.
very short.
I would have
Really
figured.
good,
I
though.
would have figured it would have been shorter.
Dude, that's so short. The average NBA player right now is 6'5".
No,
The
it has to be
average?
taller than that.
I think isn't it 6'5" or 6'6"?
Take his points away if it's not.
6'6".
That's pretty good.
Unreal, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one.
Okay. So I legit thought you were going to make us say the name at first because that's where my head went because
Yeah.
I forgot it's true or false.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I think it's this guy. But then you were like, is that true? The question just ended. So I was like, okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one here. Joey, I give you a little favor on this one. Soccer goalposts were once made out of bamboo in early World Cups.
Oh,
True.
That one is actually false.
Ooh, that hurts.
that does hurt.
What was it made out of?
Let me.
That's
just,
like the one. This is the one sport I thought I would not do well in.
yeah.
So if he gave you any soccer questions,
It
that
started.
one's tough though.
It started in 1930. So you think they would have had regular goalposts at that point?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
They were making tanks at that time. They can make a goalpost.
They can make a metal goalpost.
Yeah.
They're making airplanes.
Can you read the question again?
Soccer goalposts were once made from bamboo in early World Cups.
Oh, World Cups. I missed the World Cup. I just
Mm.
got stuck on early soccer.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Next one.
Next one here.
I'm like 1930. They were playing soccer long before 1930.
Hockey pucks are frozen before games to reduce bouncing.
You're getting technical with a piece of this, but yeah.
Like they're put in a freezer or something
They are frozen before games.
to reduce bounciness.
Correct.
Is that like in Pro League,
Yes.
Like in the NHL.
Yeah.
NHL? I'm gonna go with false.
True.
It is true.
Fuck.
They put them in a freezer.
Yep.
They have a
They're
specific puck freezer.
they're
That's
frozen
so
before
annoying.
games to make the rubber harder, reduce its natural elasticity. Fuck.
They're made out of rubber, Joey. So like imagine if you were to hit a completely warm rubber puck.
I get it.
Okay. All right.
I get
and
it.
prevent it from bouncing or flipping.
You couldn't spill more beer.
Joey also did 3 spit takes on our trip. Legit spit takes.
Really? I missed them all.
No, the first one was on the car ride down.
That was wild. He had a full mouth of coffee and just spit it all over his steering wheel.
It was bad. It was bad. I was not prepared.
Carter told a joke. That funny?
No. It
It was part of a story.
It was part
Okay.
of a story, and I can't talk about the story.
All right. Next
Wild.
question.
Next one here. In the MLB, if a home run hits the foul pole, it's considered a foul ball.
Which way does it bounce?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Read it again, Carter.
In the MLB, if a home run hits the foul pole, it's considered a foul ball.
False.
It's false.
That is false.
Good job, Joe.
Got one.
Nice work, buddy. It's always a home run, even
Yeah.
if it just nicks it.
If a home run,
If
Yep.
if a ball hits the
There-
foul pole.
There's a little hint in there.
he said if a home run hits.
Not just if a ball.
I didn't know if you'd catch it, but
All right. We'll go a little more specific because Joey's too good at this, I guess. A A Seahawks game was paused because the crowd was too loud and the team received a penalty because of the crowd.
I'm going to go with true.
False.
That one is true.
They received a penalty?
They did. In 1989.
I knew they paused the game. They received a penalty?
Mm-hmm. It was so loud they implemented a rule because of it and got a 5-yard penalty.
Did they lose
Damn,
the
I
game
didn't know
because
that.
of it?
I don't think they did. It was a preseason game, too.
I didn't know they administered a penalty for that.
Mm-hmm. Penalized
That's crazy.
5 yards.
Damn, Joey got one right and I got one wrong. That's not good.
Sup? What's the score?
Right now, Cal
got
is
2
4
right.
for 5, and you're 2 for 5.
Ooh.
Bit
Okay.
far.
Uh-oh.
Next one here. A baseball player hit a home run, but missed home plate and was called out.
Say it again.
So a baseball player hit a home run, went out into the out of the stadium, but he missed home plate and he was called out.
True.
True.
That is true.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
Got to step on all the plates.
I'm not truly dumb.
I can't believe how few football questions we've had so far.
Yeah.
That's where I'd be in trouble. Or
That-
lacrosse. Done.
Well, me too.
Who knows lacrosse? That's a fake sport.
Soccer is going to be bad for me too, probably. But that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
One last one here. An NHL game was delayed when a player's fake tooth fell onto the ice and both teams helped look for it.
I'm going to go with true.
True.
That one's false.
Damn.
No, they've had that happen before.
Mm-mm. I could not find anything where they stopped the game and both teams went out and looked for it.
Okay. I'll have to pull it up.
Okay.
Because there was for sure, I remember watching a game where a guy's tooth fell out and they stopped the game
Yeah.
and both teams, not the teams didn't come off the bench, but the players on the ice were looking for it.
I
I remember something very similar in the early 2000s.
I could not find
okay.
any, but
That's
That's
when
all
I
right.
watched
We'll
hockey.
call it. That's all right.
That's
I'm not
when
going to
I
argue about
watched
it.
hockey.
People get annoyed when we argue about them.
if I do see that, we can
But-
change it afterwards.
It's okay.
But that would be all of them. Joey, you went.
Give me one more, dude.
Okay.
Give me one more sports one.
Just give them like a basic, like positional football question.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Give me a soccer one.
Can I give them one?
Sure.
Okay. In football,
Uh-oh.
a player that is defending
Oh, come on.
a wide receiver is called a cornerback.
A player that is defending a wide receiver is called a cornerback. True.
It is true. Good job.
Oh.
I got one more.
Oh.
We got to test the knowledge.
Okay.
In football, the offensive line is trying to get to the quarterback and tackle him.
So good.
The offensive line is trying to get to the quarterback and tackle him.
This is astounding.
True.
It's false.
That's false. Levi Drake Rodriguez corrected you while he was on the podcast about
Dude.
that same thing.
Dude.
So good.
Come on. Come on.
My friends sent me a video of the podcast of you answering that wrong, and they were all sitting in the basement, and they all yelled and laughed at you when you said it wrong.
It's awesome.
It's fine.
Oh my, that's good.
So, with that, Cal did win the week, 5 for 7.
Whoa.
Joey was 3 for 7. Joey, that means you pick the next week's topic.
And here's kind of what I'm thinking. Guys, I'm going to give you my strengths, okay? And now I'm not picking the questions. Carter is, right? My strengths are grammar,
Yes.
geography,
Those would be good ones.
more so states and capitals or countries and capitals,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or Carter, what did we talk about on the way to Iowa?
Construction.
Construction. Those are my 3 strengths. So you guys pick in the comments, and I will go based off of the amount of people that voted for the most out of those 3. Construction, geography, like capitals, whether it's countries or states, and then grammar.
So,
Grammar would be a really fun one.
Grammar would be a good one. I do have a caveat here. Caveat. Grammar. We are
pronunciation.
Not really grammar, but
Same
yeah.
pronunciation.
we are recording the next Say What before we'll get their input. So do you want this to be for your next one they get to pick? Not your second one?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, that'll work.
I'll put an Instagram story up about it tonight.
There you go. That'll work. Great.
That'll work. Guys, before we wrap this up, by the way, we've had a few comments of people on our videos on YouTube asking us which decoys we're using for motion decoys. And if you guys haven't checked out Duck Creek Decoy Works, go look at the flashbacks. They are incredible. We've been using them all year. We've been using them for a few years now. They don't flare geese. They're built to last. You can get in touch with somebody in customer service and get them fixed. Get any part you need for them. They're all replaceable parts. They're incredible decoys. Go order one right now. You're supporting a small business. Tyler, the owner, is a great dude, and he really, really is a true-blooded duck hunter. So go check him out. Flashback Decoys. If you just search that on Google, you'll find them. So, great pod this week. There you go, Carter. Good work. Iowa was really fun. Glad to have a couple of good hunts under our belt.
Oh,
Very
yeah,
nice.
baby. Oh, yeah, baby. It felt good to shoot geese right in the fucking face. You know? You got the black and white cheeks on your face. Bye-bye.
They did
Let's
it
add
nice.
Let's add some blood to it, huh? Let's add some
Jeez.
red.
Wow.
Write that down.
That's crazy.
Hey, Cal, one more thing.